to another edition of VAFA TV, coming to you this week from the centre of Sports Cover Arena, where we will see three of our first premierships of the 2013 season decided here on Sunday for the Club 18 Grand Finals. Section 1, 2 and 3 in a triple header here on Sunday at Sports Cover. Very windy, as you'd expect at Sports Cover Arena. The VAFA TV cameras have been out and about in the past couple of weeks, so we'll bring you those stories in just a moment. Before we do that though, let's have a look, as we always do, at the highlights, the marks and goals of the week from the previous round of the VAFA.
The 2xU Goal of the Week.
The winner of the 2xU Goal of the Week will receive a men's compression short.
Goal A, Callum Matheson, St Kevin's. Goal B, Richie Simon, Ajax. Goal C, Tim Kovas, De La Salle. Goal D, Will Merton, Bo Morris. Goal E, Adrian Del Monte, Old Ivanhoe. Your favourite goal from week 17 at VAFATV.com. Mark A, Luke Wintle, St Bede's Mentone Tigers. Mark B, Marshall Rippon, Uni Blues. Mark C, Brendan Goss, Old Zavarians. Mark D, Nick Gentile, Mazenod. Mark E, Tom Allwright, Old Camberwell. Mark F, Fergus Watts, University Blues. Vote for your favourite mark from week 17 at VAFATV.com.
We mentioned some of those stories, and one of those was at Collingwood's at Westpac Centre, where a group of 160 VAFA players over the course of 4 weeks were fortunate enough to get inside the Westpac Centre and be taken on a tour with Collingwood champion Dane Swan. He also spoke to the group about the Be a Wingman campaign. We took our cameras in. Here's what happened. Have a look.
Over the past 4 weeks, over 160 VAFA players have taken training sessions with Dane Swan at Collingwood. Over 4 separate sessions at Collingwood's Westpac Centre, Swan spoke to a group of VAFA players about his own personal experiences.
And then break up the Blues security stuff, I sort of got involved. So at the time you think it's alright, and then your mate gets arrested and stuff like that, and then I suppose instead if I had pulled them out and grabbed them, the consequences that we faced were, my mate got a suspended jail term, me and my cousin got, we all got...
Swan, the Collingwood Football Club and the VAFA have teamed up with the Department of Justice's Be a Wingman campaign. Victorian Minister for Corrections, Mr Ed O'Donoghue, was also there to endorse the campaign.
Through the Department of Justice partner with the Wingman program, and it's fantastic, Dane, that you've given up so much of your time, not just today, but lots of other occasions as well. And your personal experiences, I think, are really profound and powerful.
As well as hearing from Swan, all VAFA players got a tour of the Westpac Centre.
Assistant coaches and Bucks' officers and all the development coaches up that side, and
Swan was open with the players about his past indiscretions and the personal cost he faced.
I got sued civilly, and with all that, it probably cost me about 250 grand. So feeling different breathing, but it's the orangery room. Them two things are, they're over 100 grand each. Those treaties, they call the Alter Gs. They can take your weight. So. Not that I've ever walked on the moon, but some say it's like walking on the moon. So guys,
however, Swan has learned from that incident and also told the story how he was punched in a nightclub just a few years ago. On that occasion, he was fortunate enough to have mates who stepped in to help him out.
Someone sort of come up and was annoying me. I told him to leave me alone, and then before I knew it, he just punched me. So, as you do when you get punched, you want to punch him back, obviously, like anyone does. So. I was certainly no different. Mates were really good, which he's not great at the time. Grabbed me and dragged me out and threw me outside and got me.
This is such a positive initiative that the Victorian government runs, and we really appreciate VAFA's support as well. It's really about showing people that you can go out and have a good time, but look out for your mates while you're doing so. And to mix it up with a bit of time on the turf and a tour of the great facility like the Westpac Centre, as well as time with a great player, really down-to-earth bloke like Dane Swan, really makes a difference, and we're really proud of our involvement with this.
Yeah, it's a good experience. There's great facilities in there. Love to be able to do that every day, like hang out with your mates at a footy club. That was sort of the purpose of it, but it's really interesting. Obviously, a lot of young guys here go out most weekends. Good to sort of hear a message about looking after each other.
The footy club and the Vic government have come together for the Wingman program, and they sort of threw it to me and asked me if I wanted to get on board. And after sort of seeing what it was, or hearing what it was, I thought it sort of fit sort of me and what I'm about. So I thought it was a no-brainer to get on board, and all the boys get in them at some stage.
Swan, a former St Bernard's collegian, threw a line out to see if any VAFA clubs would be interested in securing him after he finishes at Collingwood.
That you'd be looking for a bit of payment. Amateurs, no chance in where we don't pay?
Yeah, probably not, mate. Nah, listen, I don't know. I might need a job, so if you can hook me up with a job, I might come down. But I'm not exactly sure where I'll play, but I'll certainly be taking a few of my friends wherever I go.
The VAFA partner Lifecare Sports Injury Casualty have been a big supporter of the VAFA, and of course they have their clinic open every Saturday of the football season. They've seen a number of VAFA players through on a Saturday afternoon avoiding those hospital queues. We thought we'd go and have a bit of a look of how it all works down at Lifecare Sports Injury Casualty in Paran.
Every Saturday afternoon of the footy season, Lifecare Sports Injury Casualty are open and ready to welcome any VAFA player that might have had the misfortune of sustaining an injury. Lifecare on Melbourne Road, Paran have a fully staffed clinic with access to orthopaedic surgeons, physiotherapists and state-of-the-art equipment.
Side of the knee, I could hear something go, and from there I knew it was trouble.
Let's have a look at your knee.
Your anterior cruciate ligament feels very solid, so I'm very happy with that. But your knee does have some laxity, so I am concerned that you have torn one of the ligaments on the inside of your knee. This is your referral for downstairs, so I'll help you with your crutches.
There's no need to trek large distances, as you can be immediately referred to get a leading-edge digital X-ray or an MRI scan to help you get a diagnosis faster.
It's a middle of the day.
With minimal wait times and professional service, you will be treated and on your way in no time.
The most important thing is to say that your anterior cruciate ligament is intact, and that's very important. What I'm concerned about is there's a ligament on the inside of your knee which appears to have a full thickness together.
You're able to tape his knee with a nice compression tape and place him in a brace, and I'll see him after that to give him some nice guidelines as to what he can do now, and perhaps even write a letter to his regular physiotherapist. That would be great.
Send a letter to your local doctor explaining to them what you've done to your knee and what we're having to do. I've also sent a letter to your local physiotherapist who you've seen in the past and asked them to be involved in your care. Now, if you take the MRI with you, because your physiotherapist will be very interested in the pictures, and
Lifecare Paran is open from 1 till 6 p.m. every Saturday, and as a major partner of the VAFA, they have been treating VAFA players all season.
Oh yeah, okay, well thanks for your help.
Excellent. Okay, we'll get you moving.
1 in 5 is the VAFA's official charity partner. We've been partnered with them for 3 years now, and of course all money raised by 1 in 5 goes into the search for a cure for mental illness and for help for people with mental illness issues. We were fortunate enough to be invited along to their extremely long lunch. It's their 7th annual extremely long lunch. Take a look at how that went down, and of course if you want to engage with 1 in 5, head to oneinfive.com.au.
2 Saturdays ago, VAFA charity partner 1 in 5 hosted its 7th annual Very Long Lunch at Leonda by the Yarra.
On behalf of the board of 1 in 5, I welcome you to what I think is probably the 6th extremely long lunch. Could be 7. Nobody put their hand up, please. This is not a quiz. Welcome to you all, great supporters of 1 in 5.
The 500 people packed out the room and were entertained all day, all in the aid of trying to raise money for mental health illness and mental health research.
It's so important because we're here to raise money for mental health research. No other organisation just concentrates on that, and so today is so important so we can find a cure for mental illness and help people find a better way to live with mental illness.
Because 1 in 5 advocates that increased investment in medical research is what actually will change mental illness.
You're supporting the work that we're doing at the Florey Institute. We want to find the causes of these disorders. We want to find better treatments.
It's our biggest and we want to make it bigger. We also want people to engage with us outside of this. So this is the start of a long kind of association with people to continue to help us raise money.
I do thank our volunteers and our supporters, current and former board members, the great team who make this lunch possible every year, and everyone who has in fact helped 1 in 5 arrive at where we are today. I acknowledge our partners, the Victorian Amateur Football Association, our major sponsors, the East Melbourne Community Bank.
For the past 3 seasons, the VAFA has been a charitable partner of 1 in 5, with a donation being made to the organisation every year.
I think it's a perfect partnership for us because young men are highly at risk of suicide and mental health, and we want to be really a part of that. We want to help with the awareness of that, and the VAFA is going to help us, or VAFA, is going to help us raise money to continue to put into mental health research to help with medication and long-term cure for mental health. So 1 in 5 becomes 9 in 5.
Auctions and raffles on the day raised over $50,000 towards 1 in 5. For more details about 1 in 5, head to oneinfive.com.au. Andrew Leonard for VAFA TV.
Finally, we haven't forgotten it. It is, of course, the segment where we take a look at what happened this week in the VAFA.
We love any player that can dodge a tackle, particularly when they find new ways to do so. Why not just take your jumper off? We love a good smother. There's one, and here comes another one. They hurt more when it ends up in a goal. Everyone hates missing a goal, particularly when they're dead in front. But what about when there's no one else in front of you? Oh, that's a bad miss. The umpires are always petitioning for more pay, but perhaps they do need danger money. But no need for a score review. Still good enough to get up and signal the 2 fingers.
Bit of a different one for VAFA TV this week. No club, as we mentioned. Next week we're going to take a more in-depth look at the finals as we enter the finals for all the senior competitions except Premier. And we've got just the final round this week. So good luck to all teams, and we say farewell and thank you for your participation this season. Good luck in the recruitment and training in the off-season for all those teams that leave the competition at this weekend. Hope you enjoy your footy this weekend. We'll catch you again next week.